gentlemen, our next comic coming up, he's a club favorite, Mr. Darryl George, ladies and gentlemen. I started your clock.
That's fine, I get that all the time. Hey folks, 85% of Americans don't wash their hands after using the bathroom. Enjoy that. Yeah, and you don't either, so we just, that's pretty much like sex, isn't it? Hey, I'm sorry. All right. I really am, I'm sorry. I'm done with you. For now, later, we'll talk later. So start out on a good note. I'm single. Ladies. That's what my Facebook keeps telling me every time I log on. Just this horrible, pitiful reminder that you're not going to get laid tonight. So immediately log off and log right on to RedTube. Nobody here knows what RedTube is. Does anybody here know what RedTube is or just me? I see one guy. He's like, yes, definitely. 2 guys. 3 guys. All right, it's porn. People, porn. Naked people doing things together that naked people do. Hard, very hard, nasty. And actually, I'm getting a little concerned with the type of porn that we're accepting into this country. There's this kind of weird craze, like every single time you look up and you kind of look down the list, like what do they got on the menu tonight? And I've been noticing there's this thing about squirters. And does anybody here know what a squirter is? Do I have to explain it? I've actually had the displeasure of being with a squirter. And a friend of mine asked me what it was like. And I was like, well, have you ever put your finger in a garden hose? Same concept. Or remember when you were 5 years old and you put the garden hose in your mouth? Same thing. Yeah, oh, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Just ew. So I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan is what I'm trying to say here. No, I'm really not a fan. Please, leave the ejaculant to us men, please. I ran up here a little too soon. I guess I should have gone to the bathroom or something. I had Taco Bell twice today. Has anybody else made that mistake? Yeah, don't. It's absolutely. And I was hanging out with a beautiful woman all day too. And I'm going to talk to just the guys because, guys, we all know women don't fart or poop. It's not. It just doesn't happen. And you're hanging out with this chick and you're like, yeah, she's liking me, and then all of a sudden, and you hold it in because you don't want to. You can't fart in front of pretty people. You never fart in front of people, pretty people. That's why the city bus smells like shit. And hey, some of you have ridden the bus. See, in Seattle, that joke kills. Not up here in Kirkland. People are rich. We don't have bus. What is a bus? It smells like shit. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Anyway, going back to me being single, which shouldn't come as a shock to any of you who are watching me right now. There's a horrible thing about being single, and that is the one-night stand. Some people like them. I'm not a fan. Because when you're in a relationship with somebody, you get a little kinky. You're in a relationship for 6 months. You start experimenting. It's fun. Then you're out of a relationship. You're no longer allowed that sexual outlet. And there's only 3 acceptable positions: missionary, doggy style, maybe if she's into it, pull her hair. Somebody's had her hair pulled just now. And missionary, or on top, doggy style. Those are the 3. You can't turn to her and just be like, hey, how about you get 3 knuckles deep in my ass right now? I'm just saying. And I don't know why you can't do it. I paid for it. It should be an acceptable thing. It She's a whore. Also with, I'm gonna leave you with this. With being single, as a lot of guys know, comes the masturbation. Red tube. And I'm gonna tell you about the most horrible experience I've ever had masturbating. So, ladies, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of the technique happens like right here, this area. This is where the business happens for masturbation. And so I was doing my thing, and right towards the finish line, I decided to look up. I don't know why I looked up. I'm pretty much concentrating on what I'm doing, and I look up, and there's a mirror across from where I am, and I make eye contact with myself. And then I came. All right, that's been my time. Thanks a lot.